Okay, so hi dear Scorpio, very very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a no contact reading for all the Scorpio Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising from today till the end of January 2026. Roles can be reversed also, action can be from your side also, and if it is not resonating, honey, it's not your story, as it's a general reading. Please keep that in mind. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below for the same. For tarot reading course, self love course, and how Ho'oponopono masterclass, links are given below. So let's start. Scorpio, the person that you are in no contact or no communication with, their current feelings for you right now. We have Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Okay, so this person is still very much attracted to you. Like they have this kind of fantasy land where they are continuously thinking about you in a sexual way. And at the same time, they feel like there is a blurred line between fantasy and real world, you know, when it comes to commitment, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to, you know, clearing the air with you regarding the future direction of the situation. They know that they are clear within themselves, whatever it is that it's not visible to me, like what they are feeling about it, but they feel like there is a potential here between you and them to go forward, go somewhere. And if they're already married or committed to somebody else, and or you are, this person still feels that if we are going to ignore the fact that I'm married to somebody else, and or they are married to somebody else, this thing is actually quite a good thing, if this is making any sense to you, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. They're still very much attracted to you, very much. I'm very much attracted to the idea of being with you. I think the lust is overpowering the love here, Scorpio. So, for those of you people who were intimate with each other, they definitely think about you, daydream about you, lust over you, um, about the situation, and they live in the fantasy world. If not, they think about it more. What could have been? When it comes to the love portion, the stable, mature, grounded energies towards you, they inside they know that this is what I feel, but when it comes to like I'm going to question them, what do you feel about this commitment marriage thing, they might feel like, yeah, I see a potential, but I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them, Libra? We have the Star card, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Wands, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. This person wants to talk to you about something that they hid from you, or something that they got to know about you at some point of time. So there was some kind of betrayal, manipulation, there was some kind of wrongdoing behind the back thing, whether you were doing it or they were doing it. This person wants to heal that thing between you and them. It's like giving a last shot to explaining their side of the story, or giving a last shot to listening your side of the story. Whosoever messed up here, whosoever was the loser here, like who cheated on the other person here, or who was a secretive bitch here, I don't know. This person wants to talk it out. This person wants to give it a fair shot, fair chance to explain, to communicate, so that you guys can be at peace with it, with the situation. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. It's like slowly but surely they want this situation to grow into something meaningful. But before that, they know they have to, maybe take the accountability, or they have to confront you, or you guys have to talk about something that was very very difficult to manage. Something happened, one of you fucked up here, and they want to talk about it so that you guys can be at peace, and you guys can slowly but surely get back to some kind of peaceful resolution here, whether it's letting it go completely or coming back together, depends on the situation according to your energies. Let's see what action is this person going to take towards you, if any, by the end of January 2026. We have the World card, the Tower, the Magician. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. Okay, so something is going to trigger, something is going to shock them or surprise them. Some kind of, wow, there is some kind of ending happening in their life, maybe with someone else, maybe with something else, and that is going to trigger them to start manifesting a coming together or coming back together with you. So something messy is happening in their life, and they are verge, or they are on the verge of having a, wow, having some kind of shocking or surprising energy around them. Something is collapsing. Maybe their idea of like just thinking about you physically, or maybe their belief system when it comes to love. Something in their life is falling apart, and that is going to trigger them to start manifesting this collaboration or partnership between you and them somehow. I don't see them taking any kind of action in the 3D world, but they are going to be triggered so badly that they are going to think about you and this dynamics between you and them above the lustful energies. Wow. I don't know why the universe make me say deliver these messages in this way, but this is what it is, honey. I cannot change or do anything about it. It's almost a decade that I'm doing this thing now, so trust me, if this is resonating, this is what it is. Let's see the guidance for you guys here, honey. We have the Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card. If you're continuously watching the watch, if you're continuously waiting for the time, for the minute, when somebody is going to show up at your door with flowers, with message, communication, apology, with this effort of coming together as a team or something, don't do that. Don't do that. You are wasting your precious life, precious energies on something that might or might not ever happen in this lifetime, just because you want it, or maybe your ego want it. I don't see love from your side either, to be honest with you. Your definition of love, I'm talking about the whole humankind, is very, very distorted. Love is not wanting somebody to act in a certain way and behave as if they are our slaves or something. Love is like, even if they are not with us, even if they don't care of about our existence, we still care for them, we still give them blessings. And I don't think so this is that kind of connection here. So if you're continuously waiting for someone to show up in your life with some kind of message, communication, apology, or some kind of resolution, you are wasting your precious lifetime, because it might or might never happen. Keep moving forward without waiting for anyone or anything to show up. If it is supposed to happen, it will. If it is not, you just keep moving forward. Bottom of the deck is a Strength card. It might take you a lot of strength and courage to go back to the reality. I got the same fucking guidance for Libra as well today. Today my masculine side is very active. I'm about to, okay, anyways. But it is going to take you a lot of strength and courage to accept the reality or truth of the situation. But the moment you are going to do it, life is going to become much more peaceful and easier for you to move forward. Okay, don't waste your precious life on waiting for something or someone that might show up or not. And even if they are, who knows, they are going to come correctly. They are going to come in a correct manner, the way you want them to. Nobody can guarantee you that. So think about it. Okay, cool. So let me answer one of your questions related to this particular situation of your life. This portion also might or might not resonate. If it does, good. If it doesn't, just leave this portion. Don't sweat about it. Okay. And I'm going to give you 10 to 15 seconds to get the answer. If that's not enough for you, you can pause the video and unpause whenever you feel like, my love. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask your question 3 times in your mind space, keep it short, simple, and precise. And I'm going to give you the answer in the next 10 to 15 seconds, and your time starts now. So the answer to your question is let go. Let go, my love. Let me read from the guidebook if you want to hear, otherwise, you can leave. Okay, my love? But we have to let go. Yeah. At first glance, this card might seem to be suggesting that you give up your current pursuit, but that is not the message. Instead, it suggests that you let go of your attachment to the subject of your question and cease clinging, striving, and grasping. That's what I was saying in the guidance itself. The let go card asks you to learn to love with an open hand, let universal flow come and go as it desires, and trust all is for your highest good. Something that is held and squeezed and restricted cannot grow or flourish. Release your troubles and desires to the divine and trust in spirit to find the perfect solution in the perfect time. Cool. So, thank you so much for tuning in, Scorpio. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.